When it comes to recipes, I'm very much a kind of make it up as I go along kind of person, and I'm going to be honest with you, this is very much a make up as I go along recipe because I've never made it before, but I'm going to do a video for it and we're going to try it out and see what it's like because you never know. So we've got pie lentils in our shop, which I cooked quite a lot of when I made my pie lentil salad for my rump steak. So I'm going to use them to make almost like a hummus. I know hummus is made with chickpeas, but there are no rule books to say that hummus can't be made with pie lentils. And I like hummus and I like pie lentils and I think it's going to be nice. So in the background here I have a char grill on the go again. I've had lots of char grilling this week. What I'm going to do here is just kind of more like a light supper. I'm going to char grill some sourdough bread. I've got some bread. I'm going to use our carrots and our celeriac here as well, which I have here. So I've chopped them up into nice little kind of chunks, and all I'm going to do with them is drizzle them with olive oil, like so. I'm going to do a nice pinch of salt. We're also going to season them quite heavily with pepper. Okay, just like that, and mix them all around. Don't be afraid to get in there and use your hands. And I'm not really going to cook these, I'm going to keep them essentially raw. I just want to get that char grill flavour on them. Okay, so I'm going to put them in here. You should hear a bit of sizzling, tiny as it may be. And just lay them in flat. So I want to pick up all the lovely flavours of the char grill. And the thing about carrots and celeriac is they've got quite a high sweet kind of sugar content, which means when you char grill them under high heat like this, it tends to caramelise all the sweetness in them. Okay, so let's start with this kind of hummus, I guess you could call it. So again, we're going to use our blender. Again, if you don't have one, I would get one. And we're going to put in some parsley. I'm going to put the parsley in at the bottom because it tends not to blitz properly. In fact, what we'll do is, to make sure this blitzes, we're just going to give it a little go in there first. We have one small little piece of blue cheese left, which I seem to be throwing around. I'm going to put that in there. And I'm going to put in some Greek yogurt, which we also have. So essentially, I guess we're making like a dip for all of our lovely veggies and stuff. Okay? Right, so let's blitz this before we put the pie lentils in. Blitz, blitz, blitz. Okay? So you've got like a nice kind of now liquid creamy base for the pie lentils. The pie lentils I have here, which are so flavoursome. I absolutely love pie lentils. So they're going to go in, like so. And you can, again, you can add whatever you like to this. I'm going to keep it quite delicate in flavour. I'm going to add in a nice drizzle of olive oil. Again, we're going to blitz it. Might need to blitz it for a little bit longer this time. How useful are these things? Yeah. Okay, that looks like it's doing pretty well, and it actually looks pretty good, and it smells pretty good too. This is what you end up with. It almost looks like baba ganoush. I don't really know how that happened, but it does. I'm just going to try it and see what it's like. That is really, really, really yum. Okay, all I need is a bit more seasoning. Really, really delicate flavour in there. It's gorgeous. Some salt. Be generous with the salt. We're going to mix it again, and that's done. Finished. So sometimes it's fun to make it up as you go along. Right, these I'm just going to very quickly turn. And all that's happened with these is that they've just charred a little bit on each side, which is going to make them really, really tasty. Okay, done. They just need a few more seconds. Here, I've cut some sourdough bread up like really chunky. Keep it really nice and chunky, like big kind of bits like this. And I've char grilled them on each side all the way around. And then all we're going to do is, I think it's quite nice with things like this to serve them kind of rustically. My camera's going a bit sideways, sorry. Right, so I'm going to use a breadboard. I'm going to get my Thai lentil hummus. I need a spoon. And I'm literally just going to spoon this. Get rid of this in the middle. I'm going to spoon this into the middle. Actually, do you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to add a few more pie lentils because it's a little bit... No, I'm not. I'm going to keep it as it is. Right. Just going to spoon that into the centre. Like so. And I'm going to disperse my bread around like this. And then I'm going to turn off my char grill. And probably burn my fingers a little bit, but you know, could be worse. Going to do the same with all of my veggies. This would be a really nice sharing platter if you're having friends round. And it's really nice and colourful as well, which is always good. Can you see? It's all kind of coming together quite nicely. And then you just pick up all of your little bits and bobs of veggies and dip them into the centre. And if you have a bit of parsley somewhere, this is a very tiny little piece of parsley, but just a little tiny bit of parsley on top, just to garnish. And there you go, char grilled veggies and sourdough bread with lentil hummus.